Hey guys, Philosopher here, and today I'm going to be running the Scourge event for the first time. I got to tell you, I did have a little bit of a chance to toy with this in the test center, but to be very frank with you, I was so busy with my family. I was trying to do it in between other stuff. Didn't really get a good chance to run this. And so what we're going to try initially is just to do this on level 7. This is suggested gear 16, which is teal gear. You know, based upon what I saw on the test server, this wasn't so bad, and so we'll see how this goes. I am going to just say that I purposely have been hoarding my gear instead of upgrading characters to the max. So, for example, you're going to see my Web Warriors at gear tier 14. And what I'm planning to do here is test stuff out and see in real time what we need to upgrade. I've got tons of, SBCs stored up. I got over 12,000 SBCs. In terms of teal gear, I have a lot of teal gear that I've been hoarding up and basically just not using it, waiting for the opportunity to, do that when it makes an impact for my account. So we're going to do some of that live. We're going to try to run through on 7. If I have any struggles, we'll learn from that and try to get through this so we can unlock Morgan Le Fay. And then, I will be trying then my next attempts in the future are going to be on a future video are going to be on level 8. So let's just get started here. This is literally my first run. And let's just get started here. So for hero, here we go. We will launch this. And really, there's a lot of options of what you can use here. I don't really think I need to use... Let's see. We're not going to use Infinity Watch. We're not going to use cosmic characters. One obvious thing that we could do is use this team right here from Raids. This is one option. So why don't we try that? So this is a pretty big team, and this is my my raid team. This is This is my Eternals. Just to give you a sense of the power level, this is my Eternals, plus the new Warriors. Yes, the new you could use these folks in Cosmic. I don't think I'm going to need to do it. All right, let's give it a try. Now, this is just like Dark Dimension. We can back out. We can quit out as needed. We can try to get the perfect run. So let's try to do that. I know that there's a lot of people already talking about cheating on the leaderboards. I'm not surprised. This is a garbage system. I've said this to Scopely, and they don't care. They basically do not respond to my views and my comments on it. I've literally gotten no response. I don't know if this will surprise you or not, but that's just who and where they're at this point. I just don't know how much they care. As you can see, this is not particularly difficult for my team. And you may say, well, wait, Philosopher, you have a huge team. I don't. And yeah, sure. That's why I've said before, this is not exactly what I call a free-to-play friendly event. And now you see I'm prepping my cooldowns. This is just like, this is a pay-to-play friendly event, in my opinion. And Scopely is going to try to convince you otherwise because you can unlock this at 3 stars. But this is really a way to make the rich richer. So this is not like Tower. People are asking me, is this like Tower, so now you can't use the Eternals? No. I can use the Eternals in the next node just like I could in Dark Dimension. We'll just run this team and just blow through everything. We'll just destroy everything. Because these characters are very good. It's not going to surprise you that they blow everything up, right? So the hero nodes are the easy nodes. We're going to have a lot more trouble down the line. And it's going to be like Dark Dimension. We're going to have multiple attempts, and we're going to, really look at this and so on. All right. So let's see. Who do we want to take out here? So there's no timer, so don't be in a mad rush. Now, the Maw is definitely a problem here. He's definitely an issue. These characters are an issue here. So I think we're going to go after this group here. Okay. As you may have gathered, this is pretty easy for my team. Okay. It is. And that's, as I said, this is difficulty 7. That's why, like I said, difficulty 8 is going to be where the challenge comes in. And we're just basicking because there's no need to go all in on AoEs when we got one character on the field. All right, this is not the hardest team here. We're really not going to have a trouble on this team, with this team. The only character really that bothers me here to a minor extent is Moon Knight. We'll just do that. Now, obviously this can get much harder with Scourges and so forth. We're not dealing with any of that yet. Like I said in my video, and I encourage all of you to watch the video if you are, unsure of what to do here or how this works. Because what I said in the video as a starting point is that you really should focus on the highest difficulty you can do, and then you add the Scourges later. All right, so this was trivial. Okay, we did it. All right, so there we go. Easy peasy. Now we get to global. Things get a little bit more challenging on global. All right, let's take a look. What do we got? So, characters you should consider, in my opinion, no question you should be using the Secret Avengers. They're fantastic. Omega Red, Doctor Doom are also pros. Mr. Sinister, Lady Deathstrike are also really important. So you're going to want to be thoughtful about which characters you're using on nodes. So for here, I don't really see, like, you might think, oh, Mr. Sinister is exciting. I don't really see much I really want to clone here other than maybe Shang-Chi. Here, even less. So maybe Shang-Chi you could clone. I'm not that excited about Sinister here. Okay. So we got to get through 2 nodes. People are asking me already, can you change the difficulty in the middle of the run? No, you have to start over. See this new run button? You got to start over. We're not starting over. We're going to power through here, but we could. We could say, oh, this is too easy. We're going to go to difficulty 8. But right now, I just want to see I'm getting my rewards, so we might as well get my rewards. All right, so let's start with the Secret Avengers as my base. Okay, that seems reasonable. We could use Fury here and just throw in, Omega Red, for example. Let's just try that. Let's try that. One issue, though, is you need Omega Red and you need Doom in the villain section. So if we kill everything too quickly here and then Omega Red loses his cooldowns, we could be in trouble for the villain section. So here's the amazing thing here about our friend Nick Fury is he speeds everyone up. I like speed up because it means that my characters gain speed bar twice or 50% faster. And then we hate Shang-Chi, at least when he's on the other team. And then there we go. Boom! 7 reds Captain Sam for the win. And then we'll summon our little friends. And you can already see this party's over, to quote Mace Windu, right? I mean, I'm not even... I guess we'll do that. Whew. I got to say Miles is one of the most annoying characters when he's on the opposing team. He's just super annoying. All right, there we go. Let's get rid of Psylocke here. Okay, I figured she was going to be doing that soon. There we go. All right, and then let's ability block Symbiote Spider-Man, so we just deal with his basic, which is not so bad in the scheme of things. Okay, we're going to save the ultimate by Omega Red. And now, actually, we'll have it turn 1 for the villains nodes. All right, super duper. Uh-oh. We're a little bit angry. And Colleen Wing. So one issue here that we now have is we're not at full health for the next node because we have heal block. I think we're going to live with it. Because I'd rather have all my cooldowns up. So this is the sort of choice you're going to have to make. Are you okay with, for example, your Secret Avengers not being at full health? I know they have the cooldowns. But we have, we had a choice that we had to make there. Okay, here we are in global. Now, I will just say to you, in your situation, you very well may want to be careful about leaving characters unhealed or things like that. So you notice we can't heal the characters at all. If your character is at half health, you could just get one shot. That's not going to happen to me here because my team's so big, but it's an issue. So I'm doing Lady Deathstrike and Doom here. Why? Because I want to prep their cooldowns as well. I've got Omega Red ready to go for the villain section. And so, here we are just cruising through, getting our cooldowns prepped now on Doom and so forth. Okay. So, I don't even know if we need a rewind here because all we've really got yeah, so chaining offense up, I do like that. I think we're gonna I don't know why I did that. That was stupid. By the way, that was foolish. Okay. Yeah, you got to go after Black Bolt. He's the only one here that I'm really concerned about. There we go. Okay. All right, let's just blow these guys up. Let's go after the Colossus because I think a Phoenix spawns here if I recall correctly. It's hard. I'm trying to remember something that I've done once. And I think this is the last time that I actually need my Secret Avengers, so I might as well go crazy here. I do need my villains, though, so I need to get my Doom's ult ready. There we go. Yeah. Okay, we're not using the Doom ult. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't. Okay, this. I could have sworn there was a Phoenix here. I don't know why I thought there was. I may be confusing it with another node. So right now, what I'm doing is killing the stragglers. This is the last global node. So I think we're fine. I'm ability blocking Rescue because she's the one who can get rid of debuffs. No problem. Like I said, we're just saving our Doom cooldown for the villains node. Yeah, let's just get rid of him. All right. So you can see the only villains here are Doom and Lady Deathstrike, and we're just getting their cooldowns 100% ready to go. 100% ready. Look at this. Doom's going to have the special and the ultimate ready. We'll try to do this just to pop more ability energy in the hope that it goes to Lady Deathstrike. She's the only one we care about at this point. That's fine. Great. I'm hearing as I record this video that the leaderboard's already hacked. There's some guy with 1.2 million TCP at #1. This is a stupid system by Scopely, and they should be ashamed of the greed here. Moving on. I've warned them about it. They don't care. All right, moving on. Web Warrior or Dark Hunter. So my recollection is I ran Web Warriors here, so we'll try that first. Now, the cool thing for us to figure out is how high do our Web Warriors need to be? I purposely have kept my Web Warriors. We can actually look in the middle of the run. I've kept my Web Warriors at Gear Tier 14 for science. a phrase I use here often. So I've got them at level 85, but they're all at gear tier 14. I probably over the course of this event are going to just bring them all up to teal gear. I'm probably going to put, you know, a 6th red on Scarlet Spider and on Miles or something. I have the gold promos. I've got the gear. I'm ready to do it, but I want to see first. And if I need to, for example, I mean, one thing that may be an issue is there's some taunts in here. We may need to switch somebody to Skirmisher. I'm ready to do that too. The cool thing about hoarding and having a lot of gear built up is that I can do that in the click of a mouse here. We'll do what we need to do. We have the resources to win. And so we'll go in now and just see how good my Web Warriors are. All right, here's my Web Warriors, 869. You know, they're okay, not as good as obviously they can be, given the gear I have and all that. But let's just see what we got. My recollection is that 5 and 10 were the tough notes. And this makes sense because this is, you know, where they want to get you. They want to make sure you build up these teams. See, look at this. They almost got down my Scarlet Spider here. So we're going to do that. We obviously really need to get down the dagger because there's going to be a cloak. Don't really love. I don't really love T'Challa either. So another thing I will just say is, you see that we didn't get some dodges here. And one thing you can just do is restart this over and over again and make sure that you get your lucky dodge. All right. And so that's probably the right move. And I probably should have started that. Oh, that ended up being the right move. All right. We're going to go right at dagger. See, this is probably going to need to be rerun. One thing is that the Web Warriors are very dodge dependent. You can see here I'm getting some bad dodges on my Scarlet Spider. Let's just see. There we go. Didn't even need to waste my ability block. See now, notice how a cloak dropped. Knowing that that was going to happen was huge. This disrupted on my Scarlet Spider is a problem. All right, let's rewind cloak. He's one of the few here that I'm actually have some concern about. And then let's stun. So he's got evade, so we can't do that. Let's stun Fury. Don't want him to spread that speed up. Okay, stole energy from Punk. No big deal. Is this unavoidable? No. Now, one thing I haven't done well here is save my cooldowns for node 10. So one thing that I would, so here you go. I've done it for Ghost Spider. So we would use Ghost Spider for the last node. I will just tell you, this is not the kind of run that I would ordinarily keep, but we're making a video, so we're going to keep it anyway. What you want is, I mean, the problem here is just we've got Ghost Spider not in a spot where we want him to be. We want Ghost Spider, not Ghost Spider, I'm sorry, Scarlet Spider. We want Scarlet Spider to be healed up. So this is a problem. I don't like that. So if we were trying to get a perfect run, we would deal with that, but we don't need to bother. Okay. So we've set up Ghost Spider to have full cooldowns to go into the final node. She's my biggest. And the other ones will be a sack team. All right. Now it's villain time. So we got 2 villain nodes. It's not going to be as hard for me as it will be for some people because I have Dormammu. So we're going to have our friend Dormammu. He's definitely a good friend of the channel. We'll have Lady Deathstrike. We might as well. We could throw in Emma Frost. We can throw in Sabretooth. Is quite good. Baron Zemo. I think we'll do Emma Frost. This team is pretty badass. Okay, I think I can say that on YouTube. Let's give it a try. And then we're done with this run. I think we're going to unlock Morgan Le Fay, which would be exciting. Okay. All right. This run, not the craziest characters. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, I don't want to use my rewind here because it's just going to rewind Strife. So we're going to use the ultimate. We got everything charged and ready to go. Look at that. Oh, boy. And then we'll do that, and then it's game over. I mean, seriously, right? And then we literally can use just the basic Dormammu, and there you go. GG. I don't even know if we want to. Look at that. I'm not even using. I'm just going to prep cooldowns for the rest of the characters because why even bother? Like, might as well just keep my little Doombots out. Might as well just keep basicking. Because I'm not really scared of any of these characters. I mean, we've got one crystal left, so she's going to do whatever. Okay, she's going to tickle me. No problem. No problem. So like I said, this gives you a sense. I mean, a big part of this is just how big is your account, how good's the top end of your account. I do not have one of the super top accounts in the game. I don't know. I'm 300 something or whatever. But the top end of my account is very good. The characters that really matter are very good. And obviously, I've got resources to bring it up. All right. We'll do this now with Villain. Really, we're not going to have any problem with the rest of this run, I don't think. All right. Here we go with Villain. We'll just run out the same team because why not? So I did give, for those of you who are wondering, okay, well, what if I don't have Dormammu and so on? I have a whole video that I give you all sorts of ideas. That's out to a Scourge guide that's on my channel. If you are watching this video and you're like, wait, I want a guide, I want an analysis, where is that? Well, that's in a different video. I already put that out there. So, please check that out. So this is really helpful here. I think the removal. Let's ability block Surfer. Oh, he resisted you. All right. We could use my favorite die move, but we'll save that. As you can see, like, I'm not even using my full cooldowns. Like, this is trivial for my roster. Okay. All right. Fortunately, we got 2 cleansers here. Uh-oh. You see that almost we got a one-shot. Fortunately, we get 2 lives. So this was, I mean, a mistake, and I overestimated my ability here, my strength. But we'll use our die move, and then there we go. Problem solved. We still have the Doom Ultimate ready. Just why not? Okay. Now you get to just see this whole run live. Okay. When we're done with this run, we can hopefully unlock Morgan Le Fay, and then we'll have some fun with her, and then we're going to start the real challenge. Okay, but this at least gives us some sense of what we got to deal with. So here you go. This is the one that really matters. Here we get Cosmic. This is we're just going to use Infinity Watch. Okay. Most of you have a pretty big Infinity Watch. All right, let's get started. All right. All right. Oops. All right. Okay, we're going to ability block Omega Red. And then we'll do this. All right. I think we're in a good spot here. All right. Let's just... Okay, we still... I don't want to take anything for granted here because I did earlier, right? And we ended up, you know, needing to use the Dormammu ultimate and everything. All right, let's go after Scarlet Witch just because she's a little bit of a problem. We don't like her very much when she's on the opposing team. All right. All right, let's do that and just get rid of her because she can be annoying. All right, and now we're just prepping cooldowns for the next mode, the next node. Obviously, if you're doing this at a difficulty that's really difficult for you, this is going to be a lot harder. The goal here is just to show you what the nodes look like, give you a sense of teams that you're going to use. If you've watched my video guide already, you have a sense of what how this is going to go. And there we go. Okay. All right. We're just running through this so everyone gets to see, get a sense of what I'm doing. We're obviously going to be running this in difficulty 8 in a little while. Okay, Cosmic. Here we are again. And we got lots of stuff in the hopper, right? If we had it, we could bring in Eternals and Dormammu and Silver Surfer and a lot of other stuff. Kestrel. We won't even need to do that. So we'll just, you can do this. I'm just showing you how you can get by with just Infinity Watch, since I assume most of you have that built up already. Just, I figured a safe assumption. You know, they have a lot of sustainability, which is nice for this sort of situation. See, we were able to start and get those evades up in the beginning. Try to have a lot of cooldowns to start with. Like, here you go. Now we can do our swipey move and get rid of the summons. Okay, what do we want to go after here? Let's get rid of Shuri. I just don't like her because she heals people. Okay. All right. Adam Warlock is still here. There's no way that they killed Adam Warlock. That didn't happen. Okay, I didn't want Fury to spread positive effects. All right, let's just do this and heal up my team. This is just clearly my Adam Warlock is just invisible somehow. All right, we don't like Kestrel. We also don't like Maria Hill. This is an interesting challenge for us. I think we're going to kill Maria Hill and then disable Kestrel. Yeah, see, there's, like I said, there's my Adam Warlock. He is here. All right. Yeah, my Gamora's too big. You could see in difficulty 8, she could just, Kestrel can one-shot somebody if you're not careful. All right, so we're going to go right after Kestrel. And then try to slow down Captain Sam. And it worked. Don't like him very much when he's on the opposing team. Love him when he's on my team. Okay. Are there better ways to do this, by the way? I mean, I'm sure some of you are like, hey, Philosopher, this is just, you could do way better, you know, my team's better. Maybe. This is just me giving you a sense of what you do. Okay, you can see I'm like prepping cooldowns even though I have nothing left. I mean, you could go, you should just go all out here, but I mean, it's just, it's trivial for my roster. Okay. Like I said, this is very much going to make the rich richer. It's meant to reward people who've built up big, deep rosters. All right, now we're going to do Web Warriors and Dark Hunters. So what do you do here? How do you do this? So you've got to run, the smart way to do it is to run 2 teams. That's my opinion. There's a bunch of like big attacks in the very beginning. You've got Storm and so forth. So really what you want to do, in my opinion, is you run your Web Warriors. Where are they? We run my Web Warriors, and we take out the best one. And we just throw them in to, like, have fun. Then we run the Dark Hunters with Ghost Spider. And that's it. That's what we're going to do. And then we'll just muddle through with the rest of my team, and we'll just go all out, and we'll be fine. So see, okay, there's a bunch of stuff happening at the start. Okay, there you go, that. All right, we're just going to go, and we'll go after everybody a little bit and just, you know, do stuff. These guys are good at sort of, all right. You can see Magic is put barrier up on the X-Men, so that's why I'm not really going after them as much. We're just going to put as much damage out and do as much as we can to these guys just to eat some. There we go. Okay, we got one down. As you can see, I'm not even worrying about I'm not even worrying about the fact that I lost one. Ordinarily, what you do is you want to rerun this many different times. Make sure that you've got the best possible run. There we go. There we go. Perfect. So we've eaten a bunch of the cooldowns, and it makes it a lot easier. I don't need to do it in this level. To be very blunt with you, I probably, because my team's big enough, I probably could just bring in my team. But I wanted to show you a way of doing it. Okay? It's just helping you see the advantage of now we can go in with a super team of sorts. I mean, not a super team, but basically the other side's weakened. They've blown their cooldowns. Whoops. And we'll go in with our Dark Hunters, and then we have my 7 Red Star Ghost Spider. That's the idea. Another way to do it, and you know, somebody in my chat's mentioning is, I just did Web Warriors first, and then I cleaned up with Dark Hunters. Yep, that totally works. And in fact, in this difficulty, it probably would have been better for me because my other team could have used it. I'm basically showing you what I think works better in other difficulties. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. See, now we've got literally a basic from... Oh, this might be the one where I've got Phoenix. Yeah. Dang it. I should have been... That doesn't matter, really. But I was... This is the one where I needed to get Colossus down before Phoenix came. I was thinking it was the other node, and it was, in fact, this one. That was just my own mistake. We may want to restart this one. Let's restart it. This is the first time that I'm doing that in this entire run. Now, realistically, you're going to be doing this over and over and over and over again to get the perfect run. And when we do it in difficulty 8, that's what we're going to do. One thing I should be doing, by the way, is I should have put Ghost Spider next to Dr. Voodoo to get barrier. Yeah, one problem that I need to do is I need to get Magic down, and I need to get Colossus down. So we're gonna work on that. And I should have, as others have mentioned in my chat, I needed to. All right, we're gonna keep. Okay. Yep, we got it. So there we go. So now we got Colossus down. We got Magic down. And so now we're in much better shape. Let's just get Cyclops down. And then... I'm just trying to get any character I can down here, because now, and then we'll just have a lone Phoenix to deal with. So this is, I think you guys are understanding sort of, you guys are learning from my mistakes, hopefully. That mistake I made the first time, I learned from it, and I kind of came back. The thing is, you don't really lose anything as long as you are quitting out and, you know, in making sure you're not saving the run that's got the problem, okay? So here we just got a lone maw, no problem. That doesn't matter. There we go. And we're done. We did it. Easy, easy. So, was this hard for me? No. This was just a first run, and the purpose of the first run was to unlock all the milestones. I think you could do it even at 6 and probably get enough milestones for the unlock, okay? Let's go to the rewards now. We click on the milestones. And we will unlock her. Although I will just say, not at the level that you're used to seeing me unlock characters, right? So we're going to get her to the 31st milestone. So yeah, you can even unlock her with difficulty 6 with no scourges, which is, I don't know why this game is having trouble letting me claim my milestones in an efficient way. They really need a claim all button here. Maybe they want you to get just excited clicking each one and waiting. This does not make for good YouTube videos. Sorry, this is not my fault. Scopely needs to make a smoother game. As you can tell, by the way, just from that run through, most of those notes were a joke. And the only one that I struggled with a little bit was note 10. The reality is note 10 is kind of like the hard block. Okay, so we've already got enough to recruit her. We'll keep going anyway. And you can see, by the way, we're going to get gear and stuff, but we're not getting any more shards. All we're getting is this bare minimum unlock. And they basically did it so that they can say it's free-to-play friendly. This is super un-free-to-play friendly in a sense that if you want anything beyond a bare unlock, you're going to get screwed because your roster is going to be up against people like mine. And, it's not in your control, really, how big of a Morgan Le Fay you get. But Scopely can say it's sort of like a PR thing. They can say this is free-to-play friendly. And it is in a sense. If you just want to collect the character, you've collected it. But if you were, all right, there you go. You got to love it, right? Gotta love... gotta love the stability of the Scopely product. All right, we're gonna do what I'll do is I'll collect the rest of the milestones later. We'll do the unlock now. We will level her up, and at least we can talk a little bit about ISO and that sort of thing as well. So just hold on for a second. I do keep these things in because I think it is worth it for you to see what I am dealing with. In my opinion, if I'm editing out their bugs, then I'm kind of covering for them, so to speak, for Scopely, I mean. So I'm not going to do that. But while we're doing this, let's take a look at Morgan Le Fay on MSF.gg for a minute. You can see she's got an amazing ISO attack, stealing 10% health from the primary target. And on crit, copying and clearing all positive effects. It's pretty awesome. She's already copying and clearing 2 positive effects, even if she doesn't crit. So absolutely fantastic ISO attack. All right, so let's take a look here. There she is. This is the 3-star. And this is what you're getting if you're free to play. You're going to get, and not free to play, but if you got a small roster, you're just going to get the unlock from the milestones because there's some free to play players with massive rosters. But if you're a small account, you're just doing the unlock. This is what you get. You get 3 yellows, 0 reds. You probably have to get the reds up. Let's see. You're going to get the reds up in here. Let's see if they've already got her. I've been told, yeah, there you go. I wouldn't do this because you're just going to get them for free in the event. So you might as well wait and see what you get in the event. All right, let's bring her up for science and all that good stuff. So you can see my Morgan Le Fay in action. In the next video, we're showing you the level up here. Now she's tier 3. Tier 4. As long as this doesn't crash, we're going to go to tier 5. Tier 6. Tier 7. Tier 8. Tier 9. Tier 10. Tier 11. And then I'm going to do 6664. I always start with level 60 just so I know people want to see the T4s and want to discuss the T4s. We'll discuss the T4s here for a minute. And then we will also discuss ISO in just a moment. All right. So far, it's not crashing on me. Thank goodness. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, so now let me make sure. Do I have enough ISO? Do I have enough ions? I did not consider whether or not I saved up enough ions. We'll figure that out when we get there. So we've got this done here right now. We'll just go up to level 85. And all right, now we will oh, I guess I need some purple gear. My bad. Didn't prepare enough for the video. Should be enough. This is what happens. This is the only downside to hoarding is if you want to make videos. If you want to make videos, what's the issue here? We got plenty of these. We got plenty of everything. I must be waiting on something here. Well, let's just we'll open up a lot more purple gear and figure this out. Downside to the video. Sorry about this, everyone. We'll just do these because we can open 10 at a time. I should be able to open like 1,000 at a time. Please, Scopely, give me a slider button or some sort of slider on this thing. We'll do 10 more of these, or let's get this down to 2,200. And then hopefully that's enough. We should have more than enough gear. It's just I thought that I'd opened up enough of these herbs. I opened up some earlier today. Not sure what's going on. All right. All right. And let's see. Now can we bring her up? Yep. There we go. Tier 12. Tier 13. Tier 14. Tier 15. So the question is, do I bring her up to tier 16? We'll hold off for now. I usually show off these characters at Gear Tier 15. Obviously, I'm going to bring her to Gear Tier 16. The question is just, do I do it after the event or before? Or, well, you know, we'll figure that out. One thing is she will have some use potentially in the global section, although she's so small that I'm not so sure. We can try her a striker for now. I don't know whether this is the right call. This is what I'm going to call initial impressions. I think she's going to end up potentially needing to be skirmisher for the mirror match. But we'll have to wait and see. All right, I need to get some ions as well. All right, let's quickly accomplish that as well. If you've waited this long in the video, I will just tell you we're going to go through T4s too. You know, this is part of the joy of this, is that Scopely doesn't give us enough ions. They want to bait people into buying their ion offers, which we don't do. We just continually open these orbs. So I've got tons of ISO pieces sitting around, but not enough of these ions. It's just constantly this way, which is sort of silly, but that's the Scopely way. Create artificial bottlenecks and so on. All right. I think we're good. All right. Like I said, I'm not sure this is the right call. Whoops. We need ions that we can't do. There are not tier 4 and 5 ions in the game yet, so you just have to go to tier 3. People ask me all the time, you got so much blue ISO philosopher, why don't you just go up higher? And that's why not. Scopely's deliberately done that. It's a gate tier 4. There we go. Until they introduce purple ISO or something. All right, let's look at T4s here. On enemy turn, fill speed bar by 10% for self or all Darkhold allies. Darkhold allies gain 30% max health. Absolute essential. Apply trauma and ability block to all controller enemies. Plus 30% extra crit chance. Yep, totally essential. It's going to be an easy one. Apply speed up for 2 turns to the entire team and clear all positive effects from all enemies versus 2 random positive effects. Yep, that's lower end essential. And then steal an extra 5% health. Well, since we have versus striker, we're going to do that too. So there we go. We now have Morgan Le Fay. I will be showing off her and the whole team in the next video. But for now, if you like this video, smash that like button. Subscribe to this channel. If you got comments, questions, cheers, jeers, happy, sad, angry, mad, you can put your comments below or go to my Discord. That is linked below. You can also go to my Twitch stream. That is linked below too.